Hi from Morocco. Camera. It has been some days that I'm living. And something that I thought about during those last days is how I'm feeling this experience here in Morocco. We are staying in a hostel, and in this hostel I find many people which are very similar to me and things that I love, and also very similar to who I used to be. In terms of, I found a lot of people that are traveling, a lot of people that are like nomads, kind of. For the moment, they are traveling a lot. They are passing like months here, and they are going to other places, and they are living from their savings. They saved money, and now they are staying in hostels, exchanging, like doing volunteering, like backpackers and those kind of stuff. But I also met people that work remote and now here because they choose to be here. And this is something really cool, because every time that I get to know someone and I discover that this person is like traveling for some months now, and she's doing that or he's doing that, I can exchange about it and to understand how they are doing, which makes me a lot more close this reality of being a nomad and traveling and doing what I really want to do. It has been so many years. I have been dreaming about being a digital nomad, like at least 4 years. More, I would say more, but at least 4 years. Like before the COVID, there was this boom. I don't know, I was very into watching videos about digital nomads and everything in 2019, 2018. And I always dreamed about that. And I'm traveling I'm traveling. I doing some travels during the year, and I change country each year also. But I'm always thinking, like, I just want to set a date to take my backpack or my luggage and go travel for some time with the freedom that I always wanted to, and to get to know countries that I always wanted to, as Africa, like as countries of Africa, Morocco, and other countries in Asia too, and countries in South America, and like mostly countries of global South, which I really want to know, and are more budget friendly to start traveling to, like for a lot of time. So this is the fun part of being here and getting to know those people who are doing that. And the second part is how they seem like I used to be, like in my hippie, like I'm still hippie, but in my very, very hippie, out of normal mind state, like age. How do I say that? My like being direct, my drugs age. So there are a lot of people here that take drugs and they are like chilling and surfing, and they spend the whole day smoking weed, and sometimes they use coke, and they, like today I was in the hostel and people next to me just stopped like 5 minutes for talking about drugs and the drugs experience, and it's something that I can relate because I really was like that. I did a lot of that in my life, but I also stopped it, and I don't want that anymore. Like, at least for now, I don't want that, and actually for my whole life, the rest of my life, I don't want to be as addicted as I was. I don't want to smoke all the time. I don't want to have the necessity of being out the reality all the time. I want to enjoy life and the reality that I have. Like, I want to learn how I can change the reality if it's needed, and how I can see differently reality without drugs, and how can I even change my state of mind, like, without drugs. So I'm way much more sober now. I'm in a sober age, but I'm still a hippie, and this gives me ambiguous feelings of being so related to this nomad, hippie, body movement, circles, juggling, playing instruments, art, traveling, being free way of living, and at the same time being so, like, I think in a way I can see with distance now what is that, and see that's not, at least for now, like, at least for me right now, I cannot see that as freedom, like being drugs all the time, and needing those type of things to enjoy life, and it should be enjoyed. And so in a part of me judged them for that. Another part of me like wished to do that again. Another part of me say, okay, I will just watch them from distance and see how they act and what they are doing without judging. And I don't know, I think my ultimate conclusion is that there's no such binary options for living. I don't need to choose being on drugs all the time for being hippie and feeling free and traveling, and I don't need to become a squared person just because I choose to stop and I choose to be sober and I choose another way of living. That doesn't mean that I'm not Joana that has always been on this body. That doesn't mean that I cannot keep juggling or singing or making art or wanting to do just not nomad or nomadism in general. That doesn't mean neither that I am a square person just because I like and I enjoy marketing and communication and strategical way of thinking too. I can be both. I can be both. We can be both. Like, there's no such labels as we think. We can really choose with autonomy each choice that we have in our lives. In the sense, we can construct a very special and unique way of being in the world, in the way that we believe, and in a way that makes sense for us. So that's what this travel have make me thinking. I'm thinking a lot about how I want to travel, and how I'm happy that this YouTube is working out, because I'm not with negative perspective. Like, I'm not comparing myself negatively, like in the sense of I'm 300 subscribers, that's very few, I should not be happy. No, I'm seeing, oh my god, I got like the double of my subscribers in 10 days. Oh my god, I got a video that I knew that is going to be good, going kind of viral, and it's not so hard that I thought. And actually it's just a process of being here, doing what I believe, and being myself in a way. Of course there is a strategy behind also, like I know there are some things that's going to work and some things that are more low profile, or I don't know, more specific, that will relate to few people. I also know that there's a lot of things that I need to learn to make it better in the YouTube. Sorry, the YouTube life. But I'm having the feeling that it's gonna to work, and that it's already working, and it's actually simple. I just need to keep doing, and it's just like, statistically it's not so hard. So statistically, soon probably I can live my dream of live my life around the world and share those experiences and talk about subjects that I believe and they are important too in my social media, and making a living of something that is really, really cool and really, really, as I said in this video, the perfect and unique way of being for me. I think this is the best part of YouTube, and the best part of all those, I don't know, personal brands and stuff. It's like you can build a business with, and it's actually a business, but like a business, I mean, you can you can transform your passion and your passions and what you believe and what you want to do in a business. And I think this is the funnest and the cooler part of it. The coolest part of it is that we can choose. We don't need to become something just because it seems the only option. We don't need to either use drugs and be a hippie, or either become a very squared digital market person. I can be a little bit of everything that makes sense for me in this YouTube channel and in the world. So say bye to Agadir. It's not Agadir, it's Tamarak. We are going to Agadir tomorrow. and I'm filming everything to do a very, very cool video for you. As I said, you can let here behind down in the comments down in the comments you can let here what you want to know about Agadir and region, Tamrak, Tagazout, Aoulida sorry, and how I can help you with my experience, and also of course about the subject of digital nomading or nomadism or traveling or being a sober hippie. Like, I think any experience that you might have about any of the subjects that I did, that I spoke in this video, would be nice to know and to create a discussion with you and to have a talk. So yeah, if you're a digital nomad, please tell me how is your experience and what do you think about. I really admire you. Really. And if you're not a digital nomad, probably you are like me, you want to become one. So let's go to Valentine's. We are going to eat right now. Just a minute. Dá beijinho, Valentim.
Em você?
Não, pra galera.
Beijo.
Beijo, galera.